We're going to head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason. This one regarding the draft and some trades.
Hey guys, first thing on my mind, is it possible the Browns trade back multiple times, say from 44, 78, or even 99, those picks, let's say 10 or 12 spots, to amass some draft capital for 2023, since we don't have our first round or third round picks next year? This year's draft is deep where we have needs, so moving down may be practical. Plus, analytics says the more picks, the better. Secondly, same principle for Baker Mayfield and a trade, possibly involving eating some of his contract and getting a 2023 pick that could mean getting a higher pick, since it's pushing it back to 2023. Appreciate your thoughts. Thanks.
All right, as always, we appreciate all of the voicemailers. Jeff, the only challenge with trading back, the Browns still have some holes to fill that I don't think they can. They probably can't fill them all based on free agency.
Yeah, and the other thing with that is, are you going to get the same caliber of player? We'll say at 44. Let's say you want to trade back to 52 and pick up an extra, probably an extra fourth or a fifth round pick to make that happen. That's great, in theory, but then you have to make those picks count. And I'm pretty confident in Andrew Berry's and the evaluators' ability to find talent. But at the same time, then you're putting a little bit more pressure on guys that are a little bit lower regarded in the draft. Now maybe the Browns see them differently. That's the fun of the draft. That's one of the reasons why we love the draft, because it is such a crapshoot, and one team's gold is another team's fool's gold. But I like the idea of trading out or trading back and getting the picks for next year, because one of the things that we've seen, and we saw it last year with the Derek Barnes trade, where the Lions traded with the Browns the extra fourth round pick to get Derek Barnes and move up. The next year's pick is always one round more valuable than the pick in the round that you're in. So if you can trade the fourth round pick this year for a third round pick next year, heck yeah, man, go ahead and do that, because you can find a player who off the street who will be the equivalent of your third or fourth round rookie this year. It might not be the long term thing; it might be just a short term plug in. But now you've got better assets for next year, and you're hopeful that you will be able to use those at that time, and that gives you also, it defers the cost a little bit, gives you a little bit more cost control over the immediate time. I like that idea a lot, and I wouldn't do it at 44, but with the third round picks, I wouldn't be opposed at all to selling off, especially the top third round pick. If somebody's going to give me a second next year and maybe a fifth or a sixth this year, yeah, give me that. I'd run to the bank with that.
The other thing is the Browns do have another compensatory pick next year, third round, for the minority hiring that went on with the Vikings and the general manager. Just as housekeeping there.